Hello everyone. In this video, I will be showing you a few examples on how to download data from data streams. So you can see this is an Excel spreadsheet. To download data from data stream, you need to go to these tabs. You can see Thomson Reuters data stream. So I click this Thomson Reuters one. When you download a Refinitiv workspace, actually the Thomson Reuters has now renamed Refinitiv. So when you download Refinitiv workspace in your laptop, then these tabs will be automatically added in your Excel spreadsheet. If by any chance they are not automatically added, you can manually add these add-ins. So files, so I'm showing you again, files, options, add-ins, go, and here are the Thomson Reuters add-in. You need to check these boxes and you click OK. So these add-ins are being added in your Excel spreadsheet. What's important is this button. You can see that it's currently showing green and online. So when you log out, it will be asking you to log in. So you need to put your username and passwords to log in. And once you are logged in, it will show you online, which means that you are ready to download data. So I'm going to Data Stream tab. And there are actually different ways to download data from data stream. I will be showing you these ways. So first of all, let's go to data stream time series request. So let's say you want to download some time series data. So we go to find series. And let's clear everything. You can go to explore. So once you do this, you can see that all these exploring categories are here: equities, economics, equity indices, credit default swap, commodities, exchanges, and so on. So let's say you want to get some time series data on equities. So we click equities, and now you have all this country level data. You can see all these countries are here. So let's say that we want to get some Australian equity data. Now you have all these industries. So you might be wanting to get some equity data on some particular industries. So you can choose these industries. So let me select a few of them: aerospace, alternative energy, automobiles, banks, beverages, chemicals, constructions, electronics, electricity, electronic, and so on. So I have selected 9 of them. So show. So here are all the selected companies. You can see. So essentially, we have selected 102 companies. So it shows their symbols, history. That means how long the data is available, and equity, the type of the data. So we select all of them. So they are now being selected. Now we need to select what data we want, right? So let's say we click data types. And here you have a long list. You can see a long list of the data that are available. So you can select what data you are actually looking for. So let's select the first two. We want price and we want market capitalization data for these equities. So we select use, okay. Then we need to select dates for which we are looking for the data. So let's select first January 2015 and end of 2019. Then you need to select the frequency of data. Let's select yearly. That will save our time when data is being downloaded. So we select yearly and I submit. So now the data is being downloaded. Okay, So you can see it's pretty easy and pretty straightforward. So we have now all these companies, the 100 companies that we have selected, and we have yearly data from 2015 to 2019. So some of these time series goes as far as back to 1980s. You also can download the same data for daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, and annually, following the same process. Okay, so that's one way of getting data. Now, let me show you another example. So in the previous example, I showed you that you got data from some industrial specific companies. Now, let's say you want some time series data once again for equities, but you want to get the data for the constituents of a particular index. Let's say you want data for S&P 500 companies or ASX 200 companies. So once again, we go to data stream and we put a static request. So in a static request, what I will do is I will first of all get the identifier for the companies that we are looking for. So once we get this identifier, then it will be easier to get any data we want for that group of companies. So first of all, once again, find series. So I cleared them all, and I am searching for ISIN. ISIN is the identifier for the companies. Sorry, I go back. Choose a single category, constituent list. And now you can see that we have these indices. If a particular index that you are looking for is not here, you also can search that one. So let's save some time and let's select S&P 500. So here is S&P 500 being selected, you can see, and then add members to my selections. Okay, so they are being selected, and now we click use. Okay, which means that all the constituents of S&P 500 are being selected. So now we go to data types, and now I need to select the identifier so that we can get the data for these companies, ISIN. So this is code ISIN. So I select code ISIN and use, and submit. Okay. Now, the benefit of downloading this ISIN code is that these are the identifier. So you can anytime use this identifier in the find series box, and you can get any data or any variable for this group of companies. Okay, so which means that you don't need to select companies every time you get one additional variable for these companies. So I go here and I go to Thomson Reuters again, and let's say that we want to get some data for this group of companies. So what I do is now I don't need to click find series because we already have the identifier companies. So I click this one and select all of these companies. Okay, all of these, I select them and click OK. So all the companies are now being selected. And now we click data types. Let's say we want some other data for these companies and clear all. And once again, that a huge list of the variables we can get for these companies. And now you also have sources in the left panel, you can see, which is IBES, WorldScope, Data Stream, ESG, and so on. So let's say that we want some ESG data. Okay. Now, here are the ESG variables available for the companies. And let's say that we are looking for CSR strategy score. So there are many other variables. You can see CEO, board member, board size, and so on. So I click use, and once again, I select 2015 to 2019 and yearly data. So I click submit. It's taking some time to download the data. Okay, I think we have the data now. So here we have, so you can see we have all these 500 S&P 500 companies. So all these S&P 500 companies, and we have CSR strategy score yearly data from 2015 to 2019. So now if you want any variable for this type of companies, just I show you the process once again. So you go to Thomson Reuters data stream, you go to time series request, you select these companies, okay, and you select any variable you are looking for. You click use, and you will be able to download all the data you need for this group of companies. So you can follow the similar approach for any constituent list for any indices you are after. Okay. So far I showed you how to get the data for equities in two different ways. So now let me show you if you want to get other time series, how we do that. The process is almost the same. So once again, I go to Thomson Reuters data stream, time series request, find series. Once again, clear all. And we go to explore, and equities, economics, equity indices. Once again, let's say we want to download some exchange rates. So once we click exchange it, we have the sources of the data. So let's say we want Refinitiv spot rates, and we want exchange rate of different currencies against dollar. So we select this. Okay, so here are the exchange rate series available. Okay, so we have 148 currencies exchange rates against US dollar. So it's possible that we select all of them. We select use, and since we are looking for exchange rates, we don't need to select data types. It will automatically give us the exchange rate of individual currencies against US dollar. So once again, we select the same date, start date and end date, and we select yearly, and we submit. Okay, so now we have all these exchanges for these 148 currencies against US dollar. Okay, and that's the data from 2015 to 2019, and it's yearly data. So these are few examples how we can download data from Thomson Reuters data stream. So you can play around this, and hope you will be able to download whatever that data you need and you are after. Okay, so thank you very much.